Alright, Shalom. Double honors to the apostles of GMS. On the street brothers will be pushing this truth in sincerity. This is a quick video regarding Esau and his destruction of Earth, man. Alright? And you got it right here, man. Right? You got this document written by the so-called scientists out there. Right? And it says Earthway is halfway to being inhospitable to live. Inhospitable to life, right? So scientist says. This is talking about a number of factors. And we'll scroll down here. You got he claims that there are key nine key factors that make Earth sustainable because of the three planetary boundaries. Which to keep Earth hospitable, we need to live within nine boundary limits. Here's how we're doing in 2015. All right, I'm gonna go through the article, and as you can see, I got some material prepared up here in the front. A lot of this science, like the scripture says, is science falsely so called. All right, but the point here is this, man, and that's clear. And the point is clear, cut, and simple. And you can see it with your own eyes. You don't need to be a scientist for it to be so. The point is the fact that Esau is destroying the earth, man. And in fact, I can go into the scripture first, and I might touch on this twice now and at the end. This is Matthew 24 and 22. It says, and except those days be shortened, there shall be no flesh be saved. All right, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Because Esau, man, right, the food that you eating, the water you're drinking, man, I say it all the time. Right, it's destroying you from the inside out, man. It's complete garbage, man. It's complete and utter garbage, man. Right? But hey, you know what the scripture says, man, that those days are gonna be shortened. So right now days are going, we're flying through days right now, man. Why? Because Esau's being a demon at your job. Esau's being a demon. Fucking hell, you're gonna go take a trip. All right, you get on the bus or anything, Esau's gonna be a demon, man. Right? And those are just the peons, man. Right, when you go into the book of Revelations, it speaks about well, first point is that they was gonna be wild, man, gonna be crazy. The next point in Revelations, the one I was thinking of, and when I made the first statement, is the one where is the preacher where it talks about Esau coming down with great wrath, man. Right, because if he has a short time. So right now we're in the time of Esau being a devil and more of a devil, man, and showing his true colors, man. All right. Matter of fact, when you go into the scriptures, it talks about him revealing his colors in the latter times. Man, that son of perdition be known, man. All right, the son of destruction. All right, and it says here, Earth is halfway to being inhospitable to life. Scientist says. It says a Swedish scientist claims in a new theory that humanity has exceeded four of the nine limits for keeping the planet hospitable to modern day life. All right, it says, while another professor told RT Earth may be seen an impending human-made extinction of various species, which can't destroy anything that the Most High created. But if the Most High has got to hide it from you to where that thing can exist, man, then Esau, man, he's just a devil, man. He's the destroyer. His sole purpose being set up on earth is that this truth could be better magnified, because you need the perfect counterpart for a good battle, man. And this is a battle being played out between wickedness and righteousness, namely Jacob and Esau. All right, and righteousness is going to be established by way of Yahweh by Shemi Al-Shai. All right. It says environmental scientist John Rockstrom, the executive director of Stockholm Resilience Center in Sweden, argues that there are 9 planetary boundaries in a new paper published in Science. It says human beings have already crossed 4 of them. All right. It says, and it ain't talking about you. Since you devils have come on the planet, all right. Since you devils have been put on Earth, where you've had all kind of madness happen on Earth, man. Where you had it to where all kind of wickedness has been perpetuated, both spiritually, right? Namely, where the scriptures of the Most High upheld and held as the standard, right? And then you got as a result of not following the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, you got all of this madness that the earth is experiencing right now, man. All right, mass deforestation, like it's going to talk about there. right? Quote unquote, animals being extinct and all of that. All right, it says, and humans are being have already caused forth, and it says those nine include carbon dioxide concentration, because you don't pollute the whole earth and all of that, man. In fact, I'm gonna read this precept that I prepared here. This is Micah 2:10. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, right? Because it is polluted." Now, this is mainly talking about the spirit, man, because you be, Jake be all up into Esau's society, man. Right? It'll be all up into society, his society, trying to get trying to work their way up, so to speak, man. But guess what, man? Esau ain't gonna let you. He ain't gonna let you come up and up onto the upper echelons of living society, man. He's gonna have it to where you may feel like it, and you to get up there, you gotta sell your soul, man. Like you got, the leaders of our people, man. Like whether they be, rappers, Jay-Z and all of that, man, or they be so-called spiritual leaders, man. They're all sold out to the devil to be in the position that they're in, man. Right, so that's one of the pollutions. You've got the spiritual pollution, man. And you also got the physical pollution, namely the carbon dioxide that is released from all of this, man. There's a righteous way that you can actually do all of this technology, man. That's how the chariots and the Most High coexist, man. They do it in the righteous way, man. With science that Esau don't even know about, man. See, the pride of Esau has it to where he thinks he can go up against the Most High with his technology. But we gonna find out, man, is the Most High's technology is on a higher level, man. Right? Things that you've never seen before, man. Right? Chariots moving faster than the speed of light and all of that, man. All right? Things moving in different kind of dimensions to where it appears once and then you don't see it again, man. All right? And the scriptures speak about that, man. And people have said accounts of chariots, they see a chariot, they don't see a chariot, man, because moving through all kind of different dimensions, all kind of science that is far too high for our minds. That's what the scriptures say, right? The ways of the Most High are higher than man's, man. All right, so the ways of the Most High is like the sky, and our ways like the earth, man. It's on a different level, man. How can a worm understand a three-dimensional world, man? In other words, how can a worm? Because the scripture says, Jacob, thou worm. How can we understand a four-dimensional world, man? In other words, to put it up on the next scale, man. All right, so it says, "Arise, ye depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, and it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction," man. That's why them days is gonna be shortened, man. All right, because Esau's coming down with all kind of wrath. Whether he's doing, because some of the stuff he's gonna be doing, he's doing it intentionally, right? And some of the stuff he does, is just a byproduct of him being a devil, man. All right. I'm gonna read a little bit more of this, get into the scriptures again, and then close out. It ain't gonna be no long-winded video or anything like that. So it says, um, those nine include carbon dioxide concentration, maintaining biodiversity at 90%, and the use of nitrogen, phosphorus, maintaining 75% of the original forest, which, when you go into the book of Isaiah, which I'm going to touch on in a second, man, them trees are going to rejoice because they ain't going to be no fella to come down and cut them down, man, so they can make tables and chairs and all that kind of stuff, man. All right, it says aerosol emissions, stratospheric ozone depletion, all right, oceanic acidification, right, and fresh water use and dumping of pollutants, of which the byproducts of their nuclear power, right, is very polluting, man. It's a heavy pollutant, man, destroying the sea, the earth, wherever them nuclear the nuclear byproducts go, man. They create, they wreak all kind of havoc, man. Like I said, man, there's a righteous way of doing those things. You had a scientist by the name Nikola Tesla. He pretty much figured out how to obtain free electricity for everyone. All right, but how can you control masses when you got free means of doing work, man? The reason you go to work is that so the reason you go to work is that you can come home and everything work, man. So you got electricity and stuff like that, man. Once you have free electricity, man, I ain't going to work, man. Therefore, you can't really control it, man. That's got that has no need for you, man. All right. And here you got the nine so-called planetary boundaries and so on and so forth. I ain't saying this is the cause honest truth. The point I'm making here is that Esau's done fucked everything up, man, and he needs to be destroyed. All right. So you see them there. I'm not gonna get into it. We'll get into the scriptures now. All right. One of the things that he touches, he's always banging on about is the number of people that can actually live on Earth. All right. Don't know if it's actually on here. No, he hasn't got it on there. But when I did the research, it's actually about 10 billion people that can happily live on the Earth when everything is evenly distributed. All right. But guess what? Esau ain't gonna evenly distribute everything, man, or fairly, because you're always gonna have a ruling class, right? But for a ruling class to maintain a certain level of rulership, you need slaves and servants, man, and they're gonna get a little piece, man, and that's how we're gonna rule, man. All right. So with that, I'm gonna get into the scriptures. This is in the book of Isaiah, the 14th chapter. I'm gonna start at the 7th verse. All right, it says the whole earth is at rest, and this is what after Esau's destroyed. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet, and they break forth into singing. And man, we gonna drink the day Esau is destroyed, man. It says, the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art cut down, since thou art laid down, no fellow has come up against us. So them trees are gonna rejoice when you destroy these. It says hell from beneath thee is removed to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead, even the chief ones on the earth, as raised up from their thrones of all the kings of the nations. It says, and they shall speak and say, art thou become as weak as we? And art thou become like unto us? So after a period of time, it's gonna be like, damn, this is the man that fucked up the whole earth, and now he's gonna be brought down. All right, and that's what the men of the Lord are looking forward to. All right, it says, all they that see thee shall say, right, art thou become as weak as we, and art thou become as weak unto that, are weak like unto us. Their pomp is brought down to the grave, the noise of vitals, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. All right, it says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, which just means light bearer. All right, they ain't talking about no spiritual, the spiritual demon Satan, for which the Most High the Most High made the spiritual demon Satan, and he's a permanent member on the Most High's council, because you have to have a counterbalance. But he still works for the Most High, man. Ain't no battle between God and Satan, man. Satan, right, is a servant of the Most High. All right, he fulfills a objective. That's why the Most High created it. I say, son of the morning, how that cut down to the ground. He did this weaken the nations, because Esau weakens these nations. All right, going up into there, setting up his democracy and all of that. All right, of which that just means the household's out of structure, so the children are born out of structure, right? And then that just creates chaos, man. All right. It says, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High, and I'll sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. It says, I will ascend above the heights of the cloud, and I'll be like the Most High. And that's Esau's spirit right there, man. He wants to be like the Most High, man. With all his technology and his so-called pharmaceutical drugs, his medicine and all of that. It says, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit, and they that see thee shall know, narrowly look upon thee, and consider thee, saying, is this the man? Going to show you, he ain't talking about the spiritual demon, saying, is this the man that made the whole earth to tremble, and which to shake kingdoms? All right, and you know what? Pretty much with that, I can cut off and say, you can see it, man. Esau's destroyed the earth, but we're getting ready to we're getting ready to see his destruction, man. But I'm gonna say double honors to the elders of GMS, excuse me. Honest, you brothers that be pushing this truth in sincerity. Shalom.